Now let's solve this exercise number 7. Consider a certain arithmetic progression where A10 equals 1 and A25 equals 61. What is the difference between the terms A42 and A14? Okay, another question. We have this arithmetic progression, this sequence, where it's given to you two terms of this arithmetic progression. From those two terms, you're going to get something, right? And knowing that, you are going to be able to use to calculate this difference. Okay, pause for a minute and then think through, try to solve it, and then get back. The answer is going to be here in a second. Just try to see what can you do, at least where would you go, what equations would you use, and so on. I'm going to wait. Okay, what is the first thing we're going to do? We're going to use that formula, like an equals a1 plus n minus 1 times d. This is a common difference. But this equation, I just wrote it so we just remember this equation because it's very famous, but I'm not going to use this one. I don't like to use this equation very much, only when it's given to us a1. It's not given a1. I'm going instead to use this equation. A sub n equals a sub b plus n minus b times d. I prefer to use this one. Using this equation, we are going to use an is going to be a10 equals what is ab? Ab, it is going to be okay, I just reversed it. Let's make like this. An is going to be 25 and ab is going to be 10. I'm just going to raise this, okay? Of course, this is the biggest index, right? The biggest index it is 25. So a25 is going to be a10 plus, now this is going to be 25 minus 10. Are you following me? Agree? N it is 25 and b it is 10, and times d. Well, we know what is a25. A25 is going to be 61 equals 1 plus 15 times d. From all that, what are we going to get? 1 goes in here. This is going to be 60. I'm just developing this, okay? This equation here. 60 divided by 15 equals d. From here, we get that our common difference is going to be 4. Wonderful. Now we know the pace for this sequence, which is 4. Now, how can we do this? Well, we could calculate each one separately, but instead I'm going to write direct like this: a42 minus a14, because that's what we are trying to find, right? Let's write it down. Now I'm going to put everyone but using, okay, this equation here. But which, how am I going to, okay, let me just put this way. A14, let's put it here. Our A14, I'm going to use this equation, okay? Therefore, and the base, it is going to be A10. It could be A25, but I'm going to use A10. Why? Because it is just one. It's a very simple number. That is why I'm going to use A10 as my AB now. Now this is going to be A14. It is going to be A10. I could choose any numbers, okay, but I'm going to use the 14 and the 10 plus, now 14 minus 10 times 4, okay. I know that D is 4. And what is A42? This is going to be, again, I'm going to use A10. Why? Because it's just one. It's very comfortable for me to use a number that it is just one. The base is going to be 10 plus N, it is 42, and the B, it is the 10. Okay. Now, instead of write A42, I'm going to write this one. Okay. But of course, A10, we know that is 1. You see, that is why I wanted to use A10. It is just 1, very simple. Now what is going to be A42? It is going to be 1 plus 42 minus 10, it is 32 times 4. And this, remember, here, let me take this one. This is going to be our A42. Now, minus, what is A14? It is going to be 1 plus 14 minus 10, 4 times 4. And this, again, it is going to be our A14. We just have numbers in here, see? Very simple. Now, what is this going to be? 1 plus 4 times 30, 120, 128, minus 1 minus 16. Well, this one cancels with this one, and in the end we have 128 minus 16, which is 112, and this is our answer. This is the difference between A42 minus A14. Simple, okay? We just had to do in the end, just had to find the common difference and then just plug in what it was needed to be solved. The key thing in here is that we used this equation several times. That is why I like this equation. Let me see if I'm going to write on this page or in the next one. Okay, this is the end of the exercise. The next one, we are going to the next page. Okay, next page and a different video. Okay, so see you in the next video, because the next one, it is going to have 2 parts. Better to make 2 videos, I mean another separate video, otherwise this one is going to get too big. Okay, so see you in next class.